The Tokyo Vice Season 1 ending, based on Jake Adelstein's memoir, concludes the first part of this true story-inspired series. Starring Ansel Elgort as Adelstein, the show explores his experiences as a crime reporter in Tokyo during the mid-90s to early 2000s. Adelstein's entanglement with the Japanese mafia, or Yakuza, and his relationships with local police and sources drive the narrative, revealing a perilous underworld. Directed by Michael Mann, the show, though fictionalized, captures the essence of Tokyo's neon-lit crime scene. Season 1 follows Adelstein's career as a rookie reporter for the world's largest newspaper. He builds sources within the police department and a local nightclub, meeting key Tokyo Vice characters like Ishida, Tozawa, Sato, and Samantha. The finale leaves many questions unanswered, thrusting the characters into new, dangerous territories. The unresolved storylines and character arcs set the stage for a gripping second season, promising deeper conspiracies and heightened stakes in Tokyo's criminal underworld. Can Jake rebuild his alliance with Detective Katagiri? Jake's determined to mend fences with Katagiri amidst rising stakes. Throughout the finale, Adelstein is seen trying to contact Watanabe's Katagiri over a month after betraying his trust over the drug shipment tip, but the detective ignores every call. Because of all his good intentions, Adelstein can't get beyond his desire to succeed and ends up learning one of the most important lessons of his young career: don't burn your contacts. Adelstein blames Sato over the supposed tip gone wrong but fails to face the fact that his arrogance and impatience ruined his contacts with the police, not to mention that Miyamoto set him up. After being beaten and threatened by Tozawa's men and then getting the tape of Paulina's murder, Adelstein realizes that he needs to put away his pride and make another attempt to win Katagiri's trust again. Katagiri, now faced with his struggles after Tozawa threatened the lives of his family and warned him to stay away, is now at a place where he will need help to rebuild his case. With the stakes now much higher, his family in jeopardy and in desperate need of allies, it appears that Adelstein and Katagiri will mend their fences, as they ultimately need each other's help, not only to make a case against Tozawa but to find redemption for their failures. Did Tozawa have Detective Miyamoto killed and his threat to Katagiri? Tozawa's ominous threat implies Miyamoto's death and escalates danger for Katagiri. Ken Watanabe as Katagiri pointing a gun in Tokyo Vice. Once Katagiri discovers that Miyamoto is Tozawa's inside man, the two collaborate to set Tozawa up. Still, it all goes wrong when their ruse is revealed to have been discovered by Tozawa, who instead sets up Katagiri to finally meet with him at the warehouse where the meth shipment was supposed to take place. When Katagiri cannot contact Miyamoto as planned, he goes inside only to find Tozawa waiting for him. Tozawa threatens Katagiri's family and says that Miyamoto is somewhere his conscience will no longer be an issue to him or of liability to Tozawa. The Yakuza boss says that he doesn't want to make two detectives disappear in one night, which suggests that Miyamoto is, in fact, dead. Still, it could also mean that he's simply being held up somewhere or has been threatened enough that he'd disappear on his own and never return. It's unlikely that Tozawa and Miyamoto are working together at this point as a means to trick Katagiri, as there's simply no way that Miyamoto could return to the force after this. Either way, a cop is now missing or dead, which complicates everything for Katagiri even more. What happened to Paulina and what is Yoshino? Paulina's tragic fate was revealed on the Yoshino sex cruise. Ella Rumpf as Paulina smoking in Tokyo Vice. Paulina is Samantha's best friend, a supporting player in Tokyo Vice, and a fellow expat living in Tokyo who works at the same club. She is also good friends with another club owner, Akira, who acts as a boyfriend but uses her in all other ways. It becomes apparent that he cares little for her, especially when Samantha comes looking for her after she disappears, eventually finding out that Paulina had run up a massive tab at Akira's club and couldn't pay it off. This led to her disappearance, instigated by Tozawa's men, who have a stake in the club. Paulina, it turns out, was taken to a sex cruise ship called Yoshino, where she is meant to work off her debt in trade by servicing wealthy Japanese businessmen aboard the cruise. Adelstein discovers this later in the episode when a mysterious tape is left for him at his home. The videotape shows Paulina being accidentally killed in a cruise ship bedroom by a member of the clan when she fought back against a rough client.